Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 186, Technical Analysis Edition. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on Discord. Links in the description. Lately have not been that active on the Discord, to be honest. I'm more active on Twitter. And even then, work has been a little bit hectic, so I try to be active at night. If you want to send me DMs or things like that, then I can reply to you there. But thank you for being here, guys. Again, thank you for joining us for this live stream. You guys are amazing. Let's do those little things that are going to pop up right there. And we're going to move on to the actual technicals, right? Why is there no news today? I got home from work very late, and I just basically jumped in and prepped the pre-stream and had to go live, right? So I didn't have time to go through the news today. Sorry about that. Sometimes work life, it's a bit hectic, so I cannot do everything as I wish all the time, right? So, anyways, let's jump on here and look at the technicals, right? By the way, guys, if you've been leaving comments on YouTube, for some reason I have not been notified. YouTube has not been notifying me accordingly. And I just went through and I noticed that there were some comments by some of you guys. I did try to get back to you guys as quickly as I can. For some reason, YouTube stopped notifying me of comments left on videos. So I'm going to go back to you guys and reply to you. So don't worry about that. Awesome. So let's get into the market. What is happening with the cryptosphere, right? I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit more. Someone said it was too loud, so I'll lower it more, and hopefully it won't be that distracting. I do like to have a little bit of music at least, that way it fills up those small voids when I'm doing some thinking, and you guys are watching, and then you at least have something to listen to, not just silence, right? So what was happening? We called on total market cap, right? We had this hidden bullish price to the upside. We talked about that. Again, small flagging happening or small consolidation, pumping again. That's good. Now getting 3.17% market cap yesterday, so going up, money flowing into the cryptosphere from an opening of 245.57 billion, closing at 253.12 billion, a 7.78 billion dollar move to the upside. We're now moving up, still 0.21% or 521 million dollars, sitting at 253.65 billion. Now let's go on to Bitcoin dominance. Let's see what's happening. Bitcoin yesterday gained dominance, 0.37% from an opening of 65.11, closing at 65.39. Right now, sitting at 65.32, and still gaining dominance, 0.11%. The price of Bitcoin is at 9,070, right? Awesome, on the spot, 9,070.01 cents right now. A second ago when I was looking at this, was slightly green, sitting at 0% from yesterday opening, basically. What's happening? Remember how we said there was a chance we could get above this and start heading towards that 20 simple moving average? Well, that's what's happening right now. We're heading towards that 20 simple moving average. So I did tell you guys on position in was going to be around 8,984. I did end up getting in somewhere around that area. Fatty, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here, brother. I really appreciate it. Anyways, I told you guys I was probably going to get in at this level, 8,983. I got in somewhere around that level. I can't remember right now, but I got back in. The move I'm waiting for is to hit the 20 MA and likely wait and see. If it goes above, then I might hold the position and look for a new exit. If it doesn't, it seems like it's going to revert. Probably get out at around 9,200 or so and take profit there. If it seems like we're going to reject higher prices, right? That's what I'm looking at right now. At least that is my strategy. You guys do your strategy, right? This is not financial advice, so this is how I would play it. So what's happening? Sitting neutral on the other side, 47.60. Again, that negative momentum dying out slowly, and like I said, heading for that 20. Let's wait and see today. Today we held 8,983 very well. We actually went to a low of 9,000 on the dot, hitting that psychological support right now, and really trying to go higher, right? Remember we said we might hit this part and eat up whatever was left of supply at 8,983. We ate that. I think we're gonna see a little retrace. You sold. We need to buy back in for XRP. All right, yeah, we'll talk about XRP when we get to the XRP part, man, for sure. Right now, I'm not sure we're going to get a retrace. I would have to look at the lower timescales. I'm just looking at the hour. I haven't looked at the market today at all. So I cannot tell you at this moment. But as soon as I get to the 1 hour, I might be able to give you a little bit of a better idea as to whether or not we might be expecting a retrace. Right now, I would be waiting for this to kind of hold and head for the 20. And then test it and see if we're going to reject. If we get above the 20, there's a chance we might try to go higher, maybe 9,500. But right now, I'm considering whether or not we're going to be able to hold the 20. That's my main, what I'm looking for right now. Before I move on to the 1 hour, I'm going to go look at the 200 simple moving average. And we're obviously above it. Yesterday, I'm going to do this real quick, and I'm going to have to come back in. So obviously, 2 days ago, we managed to get above it. Again, very good. 2 days ago, yesterday we were talking about getting above it. Yesterday we closed above it still, and right now we're using it to catapult higher. So again, very, very nice stuff happening. And like I said, like we're $20 off from the or $17 off from the actual support, right? But we knew it's an area. There's a range. There's a plus minus percentage that we could hit that area and still be valid, right? Here, like we almost hit it. Here we almost hit it as well. Even though it looks like we're hitting it, we're below it still, like $10 or something. Even though it looks like it's spot on, right? Anyways, right now this is good enough for me on the daily. Like I said, there's not much going on the daily. Still climbing right now. It's good. I'm going to place the 20 and see where it goes from there, right? See neutral on the RSI at 47.70. Let's go to the 4 hour. All right, on the 4 hour, if you remember yesterday, I was worried about divergence developing strong bearish. And that's why the line is here. If you look at this, we did manage to pull back a little bit before the closing, before the 10 p.m. closing. That'll be this candle opening here, right? So we did manage to pull back down and got rid of this divergence that we were like starting to look forward to, and I was dreading it because it was a chance that if we created it, we could have been looking for lower prices, right? But again, negating it and not having it is what gave us the ability to run again, which is very good. We did get slight tightness of the Bollinger Bands, not too much though, not channeling as I would have expected to channel, right? It's definitely here. It's not as tight as we've been before, right? Like here and here. But we did manage to get a small squeeze. You can see the Bollinger Bands coming in here before getting that explosive movement to the upside. And then expansion of the Bollinger Bands again, meaning there's volatility in the market. All right, on the 4 hours. All right, there's something, even though I just deleted this line to whatever it was, there is something that is happening that I shouldn't have deleted. I would just have to like retrace a little bit. So we're going from a high or positive momentum, right? Like a green bar that is 64.12 to this green bar over here, 49.33. So we're going from positive momentum to less positive momentum. And we're definitely going higher. Again, creating strong bearish divergence. We don't have that on the RSI. On the RSI, we're going with the market from a high to a higher high. Again, being congruent. But with the MACD, we're looking for right now potential price action to the downside. We're getting it. We seem to be holding 8,900, which is good. If we manage to hold this area, we could get a new area for a bounce. If we don't and if we drop, we have the 20 MA to look forward to. And then try to test that and see where we go from there. Now that's what I'm looking at right now on the 4 hour. Sitting bought on the RSI at 61.06. Let's go to the 1 hour chart and check it out there. Alright, something similar, but not as pronounced, right? And it's just happening on this last part. This last 1 hour. From yesterday at today at 5 in the morning until today at 1 p.m., right? We started to get this divergence. Let's see, that's that. Let's leave it on the 1 hour. There we go. Right? Meaning we're going to a higher high on the price, but lower, less positive momentum, and also lower on the RSI, right? So strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. We're seeing it play out. We're starting to create negative momentum, but it's starting to die out. Now, something that's happening here on the bottom part, and it's probably also worth mentioning, is that we're creating hidden bullish divergence, right? Only on the MACD, but this would mean price continuation, meaning we might go a little bit higher still. So that's what I'm saying. There's a chance we might go higher. Right now, we're facing the 20 MA on the 1 hour as a resistance. We have not been able to get above it in the last candle. Right now, we're kind of touching it, but really not getting above it. And we're getting traction off the Bollinger Bands. Again, when the Bollinger Bands contract, we get explosive moves. So we gotta wait for that move to happen. Like I said, this hidden bullish is what's having us helping us have this bounce right now. That and the fact that we hit this psychological support at 9,000, right? That's what's helping us bounce and hold. Now let's wait and see if we can hold this area. If we manage to stay above the 9,000 at least for tonight and until tomorrow, there could be a better chance of this being a new area of support, and maybe try to get a bounce from there, or at least get a better definition, like maybe some strong divergence developing, a strong bullish divergence developing, that could help us maybe determine whether or not we're going to get a stronger bounce. Now that's what I'm looking at right now. Neutral on the RSI at 56.70. So we have this strong bullish coming on the top, and then we have this hidden bearish. This strong bearish on the top, and then this hidden bullish on the bottom, helping us get this small bounce, right? We got to get above that 20. If we reject the 20, you know what happens. We reject the 20 simple moving average, we're looking for lower prices. Now, if we look for lower prices than here, it could be probably flirting with this line still, and make less negative momentum, right? And also be higher on the RSI. It could be a possibility going like that and create that strong bullish divergence that we're looking for before we actually take a bounce. Now, we don't want to be rejecting the 20. It would be better if we get higher right now. Although a movement to the upside with new positive momentum might not be as strong, and there's a chance we still create more strong bearish divergence that could potentially break us down. That's it for Bitcoin. I'm going to move on to Ethereum. Ethereum dominance yesterday losing 1.18%, today gaining 0.53%, sitting at 9.99% of market cap, below 10. Again, above 10, above 8, I'm happy with Ethereum. Above 9, much happier. And obviously, the more dominance it has, the better it is for the cryptosphere, right? The better the pie is divided overall. Now, Ethereum, $9.99, seems like it's on sale, right? So let's go look at Ethereum at $230.56. Broke out of the small pennant to the upside again, following Bitcoin. Trying to get higher, but failing to be higher than our previous high again. Are we going higher on the other side? 49.36, 49.37, very slightly higher. Again, today, still developing. There's a big chance this could get negated, so just watch out for that. But we will be going lower, right? High, lower high. Ads from Spotify coming in. Let's play something else. Someone actually did leave a comment that I should maybe remove the music. But like I said, I do like to have it on the background, at least a little bit. Or faint. That way it kills those awkward pauses. Anyways, we have this divergence on the daily. This day still has 20 hours to go. 20 hours and 38 minutes. So again, there's a big chance this goes up and we kind of negate that. But right now, we would be creating this divergence. I just got to point it out because it's there right now, right? Again, there's a chance it can get negated. If this goes down, this would likely also go down and negate it also by going lower. And then we'll be congruent. But right now, the way we're looking at it, just at this minute, we have this, right? So that's it. Neutral on the other side, 49.37. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Yep. What do we had? We had divergence, price action to the downside on hidden bearish. We did get that move to the downside. Failed to hold the 20. I think we talked about this before. Got a 20, failed to stay above it. Slightly flirted with it, and then we moved above it again. That's fine. Really, nothing much there. Now, stuff I don't like, right? Going from a high to a higher high, right? Positive momentum to less positive momentum, and that is bearish, right? That is strong bearish divergence developing, meaning price action to the downside. And again, probably why we got this move to the downside. Again, we bounced and managed to hold the 20. And right now we're actually bouncing off the 20 and trying to go higher. So again, kind of emulating Bitcoin. But let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. Now, even shorter term, I do believe we might still have divergence 58.49, 58.48. Oh, it'll be very, very slight. Right, this is just minuscule. It's just like a 8-hour window or 12-hour window at tops. So we're going from a high to a higher high, and on the RSI, positive momentum to less positive momentum. Sorry, from a high to on the RSI to lower high on the RSI. Again, neutral right now at 53.71. I would much rather look at this on the 1 hour, even though we do have this here. We might see a better picture for this on the 1 hour, and then we could really talk about that. But right now we're getting that contraction of the Bollinger Bands. We're, as you can see, we're channeling. We haven't gotten that explosive movement like Bitcoin did, expanding a little bit more. But again, let's go to the 1 hour and check it out there. Was this from yesterday? Yes, this was from yesterday. We were creating bearish. We were looking for this bearish divergence. We did move down a little bit, and we confirmed it on these other charts, right? We looked at these charts. We said, look, man, we're going to a lower, right, and then to a higher. It was hidden. Hidden is not as strong as, well, strong bearish or strong bullish. There's less probabilities of it playing out, and that's fine. I mean, we were looking for this stuff to try to get an idea and gauge where the market's going to go. Now, obviously, the moment we step into this area, we are negating all of this, right? That's fine. That's what we said, still on developing, right? We were here, it was 9 p.m. We were like on this chart, so we didn't know if it was going to keep on going down or not. That's why you usually say keep on tracking, keep on looking, and then we determine what's going to happen. Right, now here, what are we doing here? I got to confirm with other charts real quick. Yep, same thing, right? What I'm looking at is this price right here in relation to this price over here. As you can tell, we're going from a lower to a higher, positive momentum to less positive momentum, high on the RSI to a lower on the RSI, creating bearish divergence. That's what's breaking us down. I just wanted to get confirmation because in this chart, it's a little bit closer, right? That difference in price. The other ones, it's a little bit more pronounced, and I wanted to make sure we had congruent data on a couple of the charts to be able to look at this. Now, it would be much better if we were anchoring to a green bar instead of this light green, but that's fine. It still serves the same purpose. It's still happening the same way. It's still divergence, still going higher on that price and lower on your positive momentum, and you're also going lower on your RSI. So again, that's what's moving us down, trying to get above that 20, but failing right now, right? So we are trying to get this move, right? You see here actually touched the 20 and rejected. Right now we're trying to go for it again. Let's wait and see what happens there. Now, same stuff that's happening with Bitcoin, right? This is going to be on the... see, I was going to mess up. Haha. See, I hate this, man. If I don't do this right now, tomorrow's going to be a hell. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about the cleanup. But, you know, we got to do this stuff. Awesome. So what are we doing here, right? Going from a negative momentum to more negative momentum. That's fine. And on the other side, we're going higher. We're going with the market. But here we do have this hidden bullish, and that's what's getting us to have this bounce, right? Price continuation, trying to move, but still failing to get above that 20. That's it for Ethereum. I'm actually not invested in Ethereum. I'm not looking to open a position in Ethereum. That's why I don't have a trading strategy set up for Ethereum. If it would be of anyone's interest, I could set one up and maybe talk about it and discuss the whys. But for me, Ethereum right now is really not doing much. Even though it's holding up a little bit better than the rest of the cryptos. Not really doing much Ethereum. Let's go to the XRP, man. XRP yesterday lost dominance, 0.87%. Today gaining 0.04%. Sitting at 4.15% of market cap. Again, not really performing to the best of its abilities. XRP at 24 cents, man. 24.003 cents. Oh, man. Like yesterday, we were just basically opening next to it, right? We did move to the upside, but we failed to get outside of this falling wedge. Finally got outside of it on just like sideways motion, right? Not even that strong, but failing to get above the resistance of 24,629, right? That is this line right here. Now, still low at 20s, that negative momentum dying out, and neutral on the RSI at 43.87. Now, besides this hidden bullish, we haven't created anything else, right? On the price, as you can tell, we're going slightly higher than this previous high, right? Very slightly higher. We're also higher on the RSI as well, right? So price going from high to a higher high, and we're being congruent and making less negative momentum. That's all good, man. Really nothing much happening with XRP on the daily besides that. And again, XRP being one of the underperformers, it was one of the top performers at the beginning of the year, at least until January, mid-February, and then from there on out, it's been going downhill, man. So again, on the 4 hours, why is this line here and why is this line here and it's not really touching anything up? Well, because we were creating divergence, right? We're going from a high to a lower high, with going from the RSI to a higher point on the RSI. As you can tell, we actually went down, right? Going down, and here we're also going down and got negated towards the end of the closing of the candle, and that's fine. That's at the time that we called this, that's what things were looking like. So again, that's why we keep on looking at stuff. Stuff gets negated, stuff keeps on developing. That's what we keep on tracking, right? Now what's happening here shorter term? I think this high to this high. Just going to make sure it's going to be in the 4 hours here. So we're going from a high on the price to a higher high, from a high on the MACD, right, to a lower point in the MACD. So positive momentum to less positive momentum, losing momentum. Now going from a high point to a higher point on the RSI, which is good, and really nothing here in the short term, right? So again, we just have this price action downside. We got it to play out, bouncing again. Not even went to the 20 MA. We stayed above that 20. Right now, we're still above that 20. So again, waiting for this to keep on developing. Neutral on the RSI at 55.72. Let's go to the 1 hour, man. I'm trying to see what's going to happen with XRP here. Again, this didn't move that much, though. It just dropped a little bit here. Still playing out, though. We're going from a high to a low. Low to a high. Hidden bearish divergence. We got this at 9 p.m., right? That moved to a downside. Then we try to recover on here and pump higher, and that's fine. But we did get the move from the divergence. It just wasn't very violent. It wasn't that strong, and that's good. It doesn't matter that much. It's hidden divergence. Like I said, it's weaker than strong divergence. Sometimes it doesn't play out as strong. Now, what we do have here, and this is strong divergence, going from a high to a higher high, from positive momentum to less positive momentum, and from a high on the RSI to a lower on the RSI, creating that strong divergence that we're seeing right now, right? Now, this strong divergence is what is basically breaking us down right now on the shorter term. Now, dang it, I screwed up again and forgot to leave this on the 1 hour. Oh, man, what is wrong with me? There we go. All right, so we're looking at this, right? Divergence, bearish, price action downside, getting to play out. Now, our negative momentum would be back here, right? Going from a negative momentum to a little bit more negative momentum as well. All right, so low, so negative momentum to more negative momentum, and we're going from a low, right, to a higher low. I mean, I'm just going to anchor it from here. It still plays out the same, but I go through with less data, meaning it looks a little bit cleaner, right? I'm not chopping up bars, so that real anchor point is here. I'll just leave it here right now for the exercise. Make it look a little bit cleaner. Now we're going from a low on the RSI to a higher on the RSI, being congruent with the market. Now this is what's helping us bounce. We managed to get above that 20, right? Unlike the other coins that we looked at, we're finally above that 20 simple moving average, and we're trying to hold it right now. If we fail, we could be looking for lower prices. If we manage to hold it, we could be looking to prices to the upside, or at least sideways motion until we get more definition as to where the market wants to go. Again, this is very likely going to do whatever Bitcoin does. Sitting at 54.16% of market cap. 54.16 on the RSI. And waiting to get above 25, right? That'll be a potential target to the upside. 24, then we have that psychological number at 25. Then we have 26,692. And again, we do want to get up onto those ranges again. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, though, but we want to get up there. So again, going back to this, right? High, lower, high. Going with the market. Again, if we don't hold the 20, which we just bounced off, as you can see, right? We're above it, right? We're coming back down again. But right now, we're a little bit above it. So there's a chance we might try to go higher. We're getting contraction of the Bollinger Bands, and we can get an explosive move. This is gonna be very Bitcoin dependent right now. Right, so because the charts are looking the same, right? We're having that bearish divergence that we have with Bitcoin, and we're having this bullish divergence that we have with Bitcoin, right? The hidden bullish. So again, whatever Bitcoin does, the whole market seems to be copying if not in the same percentage of losses and gains, but at least the same flow of the market, right? Everything's looking like each other, right? We're having the same divergences, we're having the same kind of flow to the market. So again, let's wait and see what Bitcoin's gonna do. Right now, Fatty, you said you got out and you're waiting to buy back in. I'm not sure when you got out or what price you got out. So that would be a question. The other part of the question is, depending on when you get out, is you're in, right? How much more position do you want to have, or how much opportunity you want to miss, right? Position meaning how many XRP you want to get when you buy back in. So that's, I guess those are some of the questions that you have to look at to determine whether or not this is gonna be good. Sorry, I'm gonna have a tic tac. I need to like salivate. My throat's a little bit sore today. You need to be around 2350. If you buy back in, you'll be 100,000 XRP. All right. Yeah, 2350 is not that far off from where we're at. Sorry, ads coming in. 2350. We're looking at this area right here. Yeah, we're not that far off, man. So, is there a chance we come down? It depends on how much, if we hold the 20 on it. If we break the 20, there's a chance we come down even lower than here, right? And try to create that divergence that I was talking about. What divergence? Same with that Bitcoin, right? Went to a lower low. I'm not sure if we're going to get 2350 spot on, but at least we could come lower with less negative momentum, right? And slightly higher on the RSI. And create that strong bullish and then bounce from there. You just don't want to miss it, okay? Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, I do get what you're talking about. That's one of the risks of being out. So when you kind of sell your position, you're outside, right? So you're like getting that urge to buy back in. What I would tell you is to have multiple plans, right? You have a plan right now to go back in at 2350. Have a plan in case it doesn't go to 2350, right? Have a secondary entry point. Or a late entry point, right? That's what I did with my Bitcoin plan. I had a couple of ins, had a couple of outs, and I had things I was looking at, right? So I'll go back to the Bitcoin chart real quick. So I think I deleted one of the lines. It was around here, like 8,900, I think. Yeah, that's where I had it. It's deleted though. I think I got rid of it. So I'll just do this real quick. Alt H at and then fix it here. Alright, so, if you remember this was my entry point, right? First entry point, second entry point, light entry point. If it was above this, the upside to risk ratio for me wasn't that good. So getting in after here, and having this resistance so close, meant that I was gonna probably just make the gonna break even, right? Meaning I was gonna pay the exchange fees. However, if you have something like this set up, where you have your first, second, and third entry point, you can do the opposite, right? You can do it to the downside. Have your green where you would trigger, and in case you don't go to your green and trigger there, have your second, and then you're late, right? So, in case your chart starts like, or your graph, right, comes like this, but doesn't really trigger, and then you can see go up again. You might open your position somewhere in this area again, and then just write it from there, right? That way you're not locked at just one entry point. You have multiple ins, and then you can also switch your outs, right? Like you start raising your either your stop loss or your take profit, right? Depending on whether or not you already surpassed your entry point. Then when you convert your stop loss into a take profit, and that's usually how I would. You can't see my screen. Oh, weird. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Probably when I pressed the 9, it switched me to something else. But thank you for letting me know, man. So like I said, I do have something like this, right? I'll just repeat it again. So I have this. This is my late entry point, my second entry point, my first entry point. This is how I was going to gauge how I was going to go in, when I wanted to go in case I couldn't see clear in the market. My second entry point to try to trigger, and in case I still wasn't seeing clear in the market, my third entry point at which I was going to fire no matter what happened. Pull the trigger because I knew the upside potential. It was at least to break even. We had also the 200 simple moving average quite close by. And that's why the way I wanted to play it was we could get to the 200 and then try to reject. We did have this resistance that we had to get through. Again, I explained that on that video when I did this. I can't remember which episode it was. But the way I would do it, it would be setting something like this up, again, to the downside on XRP. So if your entry point was 2350, right? So I will just do it real quick. So, I mean, I'm not even going to do it spot on. But let's say this is 2350. Then I have probably something here at 2360, right? There we go. Why is it not working? There we go. And then I would probably have something here at 2375 or 75, right? Right. So, anyways, if what was going to happen was that you started to come down here, this would have been your late trigger, right? This is where you actually want to trigger. This would be your green, or where I would have my green. But if you start to see this happening, and then you start to curve off, and you see that you're getting back towards your entry point, at least you set up your entry. But you got to make sure you're not making any kind of divergence that's going to break you down, right? If you have divergence, then you don't pull the trigger here, because there's a big chance you could come down and then go back to your actual entry point. So that's why I put like 3 entry lines. Right, that's the way I plan my entry strategy, and then your exit strategy would be first at break even, right? So you set up a stop loss somewhere around here, maybe you'll probably take a loss if you go down. But again, first set up your stop loss, and then as the price still goes on higher, then you raise your stop loss until it becomes a take profit, depending on when you get in, and that way you always have a secure profit, right? Sorry, trying to get rid of this real quick. But anyways, I would have something like 3 lines again and watch for this happening and then have my entry point. If you still see that this is going to go lower because you try to raise at some point in time here, right? But then you start to see that you're creating divergence, right? Or even hidden or strong, right? And you see this is going to happen, then you don't go in here because you're from the divergence, you're determining the price is going to go lower. So again, you're probably gonna have a much better entry point back here, and then just shift your strategy lower, and then you have more upside, right? Again, you're probably, if you're already trading, you probably have some of this stuff happening, where you have strategies, entry points, exit stop losses or exit areas. So again, right now, whether or not it's gonna go down there, man, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's going to depend on whether or not we hold a 20. We hold a 20, and tightness of the Bollinger Bands could get us higher. But again, tightness of the Bollinger Bands doesn't really tell us where the market's going to go. It doesn't say it's going to go to the upside or the downside. It just says we're going to get an explosive move. Now, an explosive move can go either way. We're neutral on the RSI, a little bit in the higher part. But again, the last thing we have playing out is hidden bullish. And there's a chance we might come up. Now, right now, we're sitting below that 20. And if we something could happen if we manage to close here is that on the next bar, we try to go high again. But if we fail getting above that, there's a chance then we could be looking for lower prices, right? We see that stuff happening all the time. Like here, right? We go above, then broke back down, and then since we weren't able to hold it because the next candle we just kind of hit and rejected, then we moved down, right? And then we tried to test it again, but failed, and then moved much lower, right? That's something that could happen. Just like it happens here to the downside, same thing happens to the upside, right? You come here, you touch the 20, you get above it. Right now we're below it though. But if we manage to stay above it, there's a chance we might try to rally, go to a higher high, create that strong bearish divergence again, and then break down. I would say right now it's kind of a tough call right now. At 2350, it's not far, but it's also not very clear right now. You need for like some confirmation that the market's going to go down, and being below the 20 could be one of it. You would have to monitor the next couple of candles to make sure what's going to happen, right? Yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for, man. Um, Again, confirmation is key, right? Like here, it would have seemed that we are going to reverse, right, the position, right? We broke below, then the next candle we probably got above at some point in time, then rejected, didn't manage to hold it, broke down. Again, try to test it again, failed to get above it, and move farther down, right? That's what happens when we reject the 20, but just like it happened here, it happens to the upside, right? Like here, we broke above it, came down, used it as kind of support, even broke below or dipped below it a little bit, confirmed staying outside of it, and then we pump from there. So again, we need to get confirmed green or at least above the 20 to look for price action to the upside. And here we have another one to the downside, right? Reversal happening. It looks like we were gonna be up here, but then we broke down. Here we rejected, but on the next try, we managed to like reject, and then we managed to burst above. That's why you have to keep on tracking. After you broke above, then you have this small uptrend. Not quite to the 2450, but again, that small uptrend, right? That's it for XRP, man. Neutral on the RSI at 53.75. Again, just look for divergences. Make sure whether or not your what you believe is going to play out is going to happen. Divergences are a big key right now as to what's going to happen in the cryptosphere. That's usually what I'm going off right now. The 20 and divergences, right? The 200 for Bitcoin on the daily, and just for Bitcoin because it's key for Bitcoin staying above that 200 simple moving average, right? But here I'll be looking for divergence and where we're at in relation to the RSI. If we're oversold, overbought, that's also a big key as to what the market's going to do. If you're overbought, you want to come down to a neutral. That means your price is going to have to go down. Two ways you do it: you either hold flat, right, or flat-ish on the price, and then you slowly come down on the RSI, or you take a dip and then you quickly come down on the RSI, right? So again, being overbought, sold, bought, sold, overbought, oversold, all that plays out, right? So right now we're neutral. It's not really telling us where the market's going to go. We're getting tight as other Bollinger Bands. It's not really telling us where the market's going to go, but that's what's happening. Let's move on to Ethereum, or sorry, Litecoin. What is happening with Litecoin on the daily, man? Dominance. Yesterday lost dominance, 0.26%. Today losing 0.93%, sitting at 1.56% of market cap. The price of Litecoin, $61.64. Now, we did have this divergence, hidden bullish. Price action to the upside. Continuation, we got it. Now, this should be emulating Bitcoin, which means Bitcoin is probably doing a negative price right now. Yes, Bitcoin is down now, 0.07%. So yeah, now Litecoin and Bitcoin are kind of like mirrors of each other, right? If one goes up, the other one goes up. Not necessarily in the same manner, more or less similar manners. Now, okay, cool. So we're going from a high to a higher high. Really nothing here. Higher high on the RSI again. Going with the market. Nothing weird. Neutral on the RSI, 43.33. Let's go to the 4 hours. On the 4 hour, what's happening? Okay, we had divergence. Price action to the downside. We got it to play out. Came back here. Let's see. Another on the 4 hours, right? Low, higher, low, negative. Oh, sorry, low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. Don't have anything on the bottom part. Now, the only thing we do have going on right now, it's bearish divergence. Not that. There we go. The 4 hours, there we go. Awesome. So what do I have? I said we have bearish divergence. Look, we're going to a higher high on the price, coming back down to a lower, right, on the positive momentum. So less positive momentum, creating that strong bearish divergence. Price action to the downside, getting very close to a 20, bouncing from there. Neutral on the RSI at 55.23. Really nothing else happening here. Let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, man, we're going slightly higher. You can tell that on simple side, right? We're slightly below this line, and here we're almost at the line spot on. So it's a big clue that the price is going higher, right? Even though it's slightly, but still going higher. And that's what matters, right? Sometimes it doesn't matter how slight it is. It's just that it's happening. And we're going lower here, creating this strong bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside. Got it to play out below the 20. Rejected the 20 on the last candle. Again, this is still below the 20. XRP is above the 20, which is good. Now what's happening here? I'm going to guess it's going to be the same as the rest of the market. 16, 17, yes. So going from a low So negative momentum to more negative momentum. Low in the RSI to a higher on the RSI. Now it's on the 1 hour. Yes. Sorry, negative momentum, more negative momentum. The RSI is congruent. I got a little bit twisted there when I was calling out the MACD divergence, right? Strong, hidden bullish, and potential price action continuation, right? And that's probably why we saw that moving to the upside, although it's failing right now. Let's move on to Binance. What is happening with Binance dominance on the daily? Yesterday we gained dominance, 0.87%. Today gaining 1.29%. 1.29, sitting at 1.29% of market cap. Play something else. Spotify ads coming in. Since after this coin, I'm gonna go off the air. I'm gonna start playing the outro song. There we go. What's happening with Binance dominance? Yesterday get dominance, right? 1.29%. Right now 1.24. Sitting at 1.29% market cap. Price of Binance $21.04. Now is it good? Yes. Did we manage to get higher than the 20? No, we're struggling with it right now. Again, following this upsloping channel that we traced a couple days ago, right? Upsloping, right? We said it's usually bearish, you break the downside, but since it's following Bitcoin and Bitcoin has gone up, this has also gone up, which is good. Now neutral on the RSI at 51.91. Nothing else happening. Less negative momentum, higher again, just going with the market. Let's go to the 4 hour. This is from the daily. No, sorry, from the 1 hour. And I'm positive that I cleared this out yesterday, man. Anyways, probably missed it. Anyways, yeah, let's see. We're tracking divergence to here, so obviously we went higher, much higher. We kind of got rid of it, just like we had with Bitcoin, and I think it was Ethereum that we got rid of it as well. And again, after that, really nothing else happening. We're going slightly higher, right? All this is one island, so it's very, very fair for us to call it from all the way back here to all the way over here. Right? It's possible. We can even go to the previous island that's over here. But again, right now we're going to go from here because it's still very valid. Right, and go from here to here, creating that strong bearish price action to the downside, breaking down. Right, on the RSI we don't have. We're going from a high to a higher high. Right now, sitting bought at 61.57. It's the only coin that's sitting bought. Let's go to the day, to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour chart, man, I forgot to leave this stuff on the 4 hours, man. Are you kidding me? There we go. Alright, so let's see. High, higher, very, very slightly higher, though still, that's good. Now, the previous island would be this one, so high, higher high, even higher high, positive momentum, more positive momentum, even more positive momentum still. This would be 1023105, slightly higher. And then on the other side, high, higher high, even higher high still. So again, going with the market, right? Nothing weird here on the top. Breaking down just like the rest of the market, so it's following the market, not that it's had its own technicals breaking it down. Following the market, below, finally get above the 20, and right now struggling with it, just like XRP, right? Above the 20, that's fine, but struggling with it. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 56.86. That's it for Binance. I'm going to go back to Bitcoin real quick. I want to see what's happening. Alright, slightly down, right? That's fine. I'm going to look in the daily. It's probably going to be red, yes. Again, still holding 8,983, right? So again, nothing we can do there. On the 4 hours, man. Not looking that pretty. But again, here we had this divergence. Again, it's already moved to the upside and we're rejected at 20, so it's a big chance this could still come down. Like I said, right? And then I'm going to look at XRP real quick. Still positive in XRP, but very slightly. 0.06% positive. On the daily, right? And I can tell over here on the side. If I go on the daily, you'll see it. It'll be green. Snap, man. Okay, so we're below that 20, right? That's something that we should watch out for, right? Potential movement to the downside still. Guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit that like, that bell, that helps you notified when we go live. This is State of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to this channel. That's gonna be it for tonight. If you like what we do, you know what to do, right? and talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. Guys, it's been a pleasure being here with you guys on an awesome Thursday night. Yeah. I'll catch you, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm off. I have a concert. My dad's coming in town. I told you guys about that. The Saturday stream's going to be disrupted. I'm not sure what time. I'm going to be live. I'm not sure what time. And then Sunday I'm going to be back at the same time. I want to spend time with my dad. I haven't been with him in like over a year. So I haven't seen him in a long time. So I really, like a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I haven't seen him in a while. So I do want to hang out with him and my kids. So yeah. Guys, no stream tomorrow. But I'll catch you on Saturday at some point in time. That's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for sticking with me, coming into the channel, watching the show. You guys are amazing. This channel is nothing without you guys. You guys make this channel amazing. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on Saturday for another edition of State of Crypto. Unknown time yet. I'll probably put it on Twitter. Yeah, stay cool, guys.